This will always be who I am.
That's me. I am Sam. And I am a reborn man. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show. I need someone to let me know that you guys can hear me with this new microphone. See the new microphone? Please say yes. Please say yes. There's so many settings on this microphone. It's insane. I just want to make sure that it's... Yeah, new mic. Good to see you too, Motherbird. All right. I'm seeing ones. Yes, okay. Thank you, Sherry. And Linda and everyone else. I don't know how it sounds. Hopefully it sounds okay. I hopefully it sounds like it sounds throaty and deeper, maybe not as aggressive and intrusive as my old microphone. Well, this microphone, it's not really that old, but this guy, look at the size difference. Yeah. Okay, it sounds fantastic. That's awesome. I really, really love this microphone. And I want to thank all of you, especially Victoria McWilliams. She sent me $100 for this microphone yesterday, and I was speechless. So, yeah, it takes 30 days to get the money that gets sent to me on super stickers, but so I took it out of my rent money. So yeah, everything's good. It'll all work out in the end. So yeah, and I'm able to hook up my Stream Deck now, which is this thing, and it's got all kinds of settings on it. So I'm able to use this. I can program sound effects into it. I did have some programmed sound effects to, hey, crowds laughing, whatever. Monkey sounds when I say hi to Auntie Monkey Pants, things like that. But I was having technical difficulties with it. There's a lot of settings. It's a big mixer board, and yeah, it's kind of a lot of drama. So, but I will figure that out today. I'll watch some tutorials. And it just wasn't quite loud enough. The sound effects weren't quite loud enough. but man, it was a lot. I was up at 4:00 this morning messing with it. And then Mariana woke up at 5 to go to work, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Man, I'm trying to get this microphone to work." And I mean, I could get the mic to work. It was like getting it to work with the Stream Deck, because it's the same brand. It's all proprietary technology, so you can't really mix and match and do all the things. But as long as you guys can hear me and it sounds good, we're good. We got a good show today. I hope it's a good show. So I took your guys's some of your advice yesterday and took a look at this Happy Mary show. Let's take a listen.
Mommy, I got it. I'm sure it's Mick.
Mick me arse.
Mick me
No,
arse.
that's Mick. The latest new boyfriend. I'm not even allowed to answer my own phone now. I go to answer my phone, I get a freaking rugby tackle. I don't get a rugby tackle when I'm on my way down to pay the freaking bill.
Because I get the fucking
Oh, yes.
rugby tackle.
Mick is a secret. Yeah. He must be ugly.
That's
Grow
right.
up, for God's
Keep it
sake.
real.
Who is it, Cathy?
It's a heavy breather. I'm hanging up.
No, don't. It might be your Uncle Terry. His asthma's very bad.
Hello? You dirty bastard.
What did he say?
If you can guess what I have in me hand, you can have it.
Give me the phone. Hello? If it fits in one hand, you can fucking keep it. Hello?
I don't know. It's a little raunchy, but man, oh man, I had a lot of fun watching that yesterday. Super good show. Mrs. Brown's Boys. I had to make sure I was going to say it right. Take a look. Super funny. I'm going to find some of those that we can watch. They're pretty vulgar, but we're all adults, and we can take a listen and a watch. We'll do it later on in the show when we have more of our Brits with us, and super good. Yeah. So thank you. Super funny show. All right, let's take a look and see who's with us today. We're gonna keep it super mellow today, and just chill. Before I hit go live, I always have this show planned. And some days I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna tell those other situations that are around us, that surround us, and that we've been a part of. Give it a piece of my mind, because I constantly get emails about stuff and asked my advice about stuff, and I lose subscribers all the time. If I say one semi-negative thing about Tommy, I lose 14 subscribers. If I say a negative experience that I had with Reese, I lose 14 subscribers. Look, I've tried to play peacemaker, and that situation, like if you find out like your friend's wife is cheating on him, a situation like that, and you are the bringer of bad news, you end up being the bad guy in it all. That's kind of what's happened here, and like. I came into I'm trying to help Tommy. I'm trying to help Reese. I'm trying to mend bridges in the background. I talked to other people that had a lot of bad to say about them, about both. And I tried to hey, why don't we all just try to get along? I'm an idiot. Everyone is never all going to get along. And I've accepted that. And I've accepted that today. No more trying to bring people together. I'm going to worry about Sam, and I'm going to worry about this show and entertaining you guys and being transparent and honest with you guys, period. That's all we're going to do. If anyone ever has an issue with their sobriety, we're going to stop what we're doing and deal with that. And that's the way we're going to roll. And we're going to take a look at some news and and watch some funny stuff, and that's all we can do. The show either succeeds or it doesn't. Yesterday someone spammed the comments with Red Bar is investigating you. I went and checked out Red Bar. Red Bar is super cool. He can investigate me all he wants, but he's funny. I subscribed and joined. I went to his website. He doesn't really do it live on, but basically what he does is he's an old comedian from back in the day who's didn't quite, I guess his comedy didn't quite take. So he started doing radio and podcasting and things like that. And he's super successful doing that. And he's good. And basically he just kind of trolls other comedians in the true sense of the word. Like if there was a positive thing about a troll or being a troll, it doesn't always have to be negative. That's what he does. So super good, super funny. I am not even close to being on that guy's radar. I'm just little me with a little After the Bars Morning Mayhem show. He does things like on Rogan and that whole sphere and all those comedians. He's not investigating me, I promise. And he's more than welcome to. Actually, it'd be a clout grab for me if he, please investigate me and put my name out there. I would love that. And so, I'm a fan of Red Bar. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I checked that out yesterday, and it was super good. All right, let's see who's all here today. I know I'm a mess. I look a mess. It's Beanie Day. It started snowing again today, just a little bit. I went and grabbed Hazley's snow jacket, and I ran back in to grab my wallet, and I was like, "Where's your jacket?" And it was like thrown over on the floor. She's like, "I'm not wearing that." If there's not enough snow for that. Anyway, she was super sassy and feisty this morning, and we just love her. Okay, good morning, Linda. How are you today? It's good to see you. Heather Rhodes, good morning, good morning. Jamie Palmer, how are you today? It's so good to see you, and happy you're here. Tan Louis, how are you doing this morning? Awesome to see you. Who else? Heather, I said hi to Heather. Hi, Linda. Thank you all for all your help, Linda. You are killing it. You are killing it. I just want to let you know. Sherry LeBron, it's good to see you today. We missed you yesterday. I hope everything is okay with you and your life. Your life. Motherbird 63, so good to see you. Thank you for helping out with the moderation. You are killing it also. Everyone's just doing such a good job. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for everybody being here. Hey, Auntie Monkey Pants, good to see you. I had a killer sound effect for you this morning, but I just wasn't able to get it turned up loud enough to integrate into the show, but mark my words, it's coming. It's coming. Tan Louis, I already said hi. Hello again. Am I missing anybody? How many people? We got 59 watching. All right, that's good. We can get the show going, and I can... Sig Green, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. It's so good to see you this morning. Meredith Lynn, hi, how are you today? Yes, we are your friends, Meredith. So thank you for coming to the show. You will find no one unfriendly here. Nona Tafor, how are you doing this morning? I wink because I know her real name. I know her stage name and her real name. I don't even know what she wants to go by. All right. Linda says, party time. Let's rock. Yeah, let's rock. Let's rock. I have done a lighter version of that song. I just wasn't able to upload it today. It's pretty good too. The lighter version's really good too, man. Maybe I'll come in all melancholy sometime and and play it. It's really good. Angie Mo, so good to see you. I feel you. It's so good to see you. My own eyes and ears. Oh man, what these eyes have seen. What did Arthur say? No, that doesn't go well with it. I was gonna say, you remember when Arthur from the movie Arthur, when he goes, he said, "How rich are you?" He's like, "Well, put it this way, I wish I had a dime for every dime I have." That's so funny. But I was gonna say, what my eyes have seen. If only you could see what my eyes have seen. You'd probably be really sad, I guess. It'd be really sad. Shell, good morning. How are you today? It's good to see you. Man, cool. We got some a lot of regulars that have for real, I thought we're gone, but I got to remember you guys all have lives. Just because I'm here every day doesn't mean that you guys have to be. And then when I see, 15 people unsubscribe, this and that, and I know I keep talking about it, it really doesn't bother me. I talk about it as to like, it did bother me at first, but like I've worked it all out in my heart and in my head that, with your guys' help, that, the show's not going to be for everybody. I'm not the lifeboat. I think I'm going to be a little bit more than the lifeboat. The original lifeboat, I went back and watched some of them. The idea is so wonderful, and I think it was really good. I wasn't able to watch a ton of them to get like a good feel, but I get the recovery part, and we are here to help with anyone's recovery. Like in a big way, not financially or anything like that, but for moral support and for any kind of mental health things that you guys, anyone has. I can help with that. Okay, who else do we got? It's good to see everybody here, man. Marion, how are you doing this morning? So good to see you. Calabro, really good to see you. John Lazone, hey, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. I did get your text, and I will respond. Ghost Rider 611, how are you this morning? I just love that handle. I am starring comments as I go. I miss Caddy, Connie, and Loudmouth Linda. I'm sure they're here somewhere. Russ Allen, hey, good morning, everyone. What's his name? Morning, everyone. Finally catching alive. Finally catching alive. Much love and respect, Casper and everyone. Hey, it's good to see you, brother. We have to get yard time put together this weekend. We have to do it. We want to go back and do the night yard. We're going to call it yard time or something like that. And do that Sunday night show where it's just strictly prison talk. Of course, we can talk about anything, but we want to pretty much make it prison talk. And is Woofy here? I missed Woofy. Hey, Woofy, how are you today? Thank you so much for being a mod, and you are killing it. Also, it's good to see you this morning. Looks like everyone is here that I need to be here. Whine a little bit more. I'll try not to, but you never know. You just never know. It might just go down. It might go down. Yeah. Oh, man. Saw some cool things on Reddit about me. Oh, man, I was going to pull those up. Super funny. Super funny things on Reddit about me. Yeah. I'm just all part of the grift. That'd be a lot of grifting, man. There's no way everybody's a grift. I know there's a lot of grift out there, but there's just no way everyone's grifting. I just think a lot of people have been hurt, and they are overcorrecting a little bit, especially on Reddit. Oh man, Reddit is nuts. I feel like I'm just skipping over people. I hope I'm not. Okay, well, we got a little bit of breaking news. What's breaking anymore, right?
The Hollywood.
We're gonna watch a little bit of this. Well, no, I'm gonna read it first. I'm gonna read something first. Just a little Blake Lively update. Looks like her and old boy might be taking a break. I don't know. But here's some breaking news. Judge rules on protective order in high-stakes Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni court battle. This also has a little bit to do with her cheating on with Ben Affleck. Anyways, in a stunning development shaking Hollywood's elite circles, a judge has ruled on the protective order on the ongoing legal battle between actress Blake Lively and actor-director Justin Baldoni. The ruling, handed down in a California court, has a far-reaching implications, raising new questions about confidentiality, privacy, and the explosive allegations surrounding the case. The courtroom drama, which has captivated the entertainment industry and fueled intense speculation, revolves around high-profile text messages, leaked documents, and allegations of bribery and threatened to upend Lively's meticulously crafted public image. While the judge's ruling does not signify an outright victory for either side, it delivers a critical decision regarding what evidence will be protected from public view, an issue that has become central to this bitter legal feud. The decision means that certain sensitive materials, including text messages reportedly involving Taylor Swift, Bradley Cooper, and other A-list celebrities. That's so funny because I used to get Bradley Cooper and Ryan Reynolds mixed up. You know how you like, is that Ryan Reynolds or is that Bradley Cooper? I used to get them mixed up all the time. And other A-list celebrities may be protected under an attorney's eyes only provision. This means that while lawyers on both sides will have access to these materials, they will not be made public or even available to the clients themselves. Legal analysts say the ruling is not a sweeping win for either party, but rather a strategic legal maneuver that places the burden on Baldoni's team to argue for the disclosure of specific pieces of evidence. However, the ruling does not extend to all documents, meaning some materials could still surface in court filings. One of the most hotly contested issues remains Lively's private medical history, which her attorneys fought aggressively to keep off the table. Sources close to the case say Lively's legal team appeared particularly anxious about discussions related to her celebrity connections and undisclosed personal matters, fueling speculation that there may be far more at stake than initially believed. This meaning that the lawyers are seeing stuff that that they don't even have to tell their clients they've seen, because they are officers of the court, and it means just that in every aspect of the word. A PR nightmare for Blake Lively. For years, Blake Lively has been one of Hollywood's most beloved figures. Her red carpet elegance and wholesome public image have made her a staple of fashion magazines and entertainment headlines. However, this legal battle has significantly tarnished that image. Amid whispers of bribery attempts, leaked evidence, and legal missteps, report suggests that Lively's team has been scrambling behind the scenes in a desperate attempt to contain the fallout. A staggering $100 million offer was allegedly floated to suppress certain damaging materials, an amount so exorbitant that it has led to further speculation about how damaging these undisclosed secrets may be. Even more concerning for Lively, her own PR team has reportedly distanced itself from the actress, an unusual move that signals serious reputational damage. Industry insiders suggest that Ryan Reynolds, Lively's husband, has been quietly working behind the scenes in a frantic effort to control the narrative and protect their shared brand. I don't think that's going to be a shared brand for very long. I really don't. Even though he's responsible for it, I think he's going to cut and run and try to protect himself. I seen this clip with Ryan Reynolds, and they asked him a question. Tell us something. It was something like this. I could be wrong on the question. Tell us something about yourself that no one else knows. And he said, I am not a loyal person. Those were his words. that I'm not a loyal person. I mean, at least he's honest, right? I mean, and I really mean that. I don't say that to be funny. At least he's honest. Protect their shared brand. The Taylor Swift connection, adding another explosive layer to this saga, is the involvement of superstar Taylor Swift. While Swift is not a direct party to the lawsuit, text messages involving her have become a major point of contention, prompting efforts by Lively's team to shield them from disclosure. Observers are now questioning why these messages are being so fiercely protected. Could they contain critical insights into Lively's legal strategy, or do they reveal efforts to manipulate public perception? Public perception of the case. The attempt to keep these communications private has only intensified speculation that there may be more hidden beneath the surface. Is this a devastating courtroom defeat? That the video that changed everything. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I read that totally wrong, but that's all right. Perhaps the most damaging development for Lively has been the release of an unedited video footage related to one of her central claims. She has previously cited a dance scene as pivotal evidence suggesting it demonstrated coercion and mistreatment by Baldoni. She danced with him and called his nose big, and then said a lightweight, soft, racist remark to him. It made me cringe. I like, because I seen her hurting his feelings, like with one sentence. The video essentially dismantles her legal argument, said one legal analyst. It's difficult to claim distress when visual evidence suggests otherwise. What happens next? The fallout continues. While the judge's ruling preserves some privacy for Lively, it does not eliminate the potential for further damaging revelations. As discovery proceedings continue, legal experts anticipate that more evidence could emerge, further unraveling carefully curated Golden Girl image that Lively has maintained for years. As for Justin Baldoni, while he has scored key legal victories, his legal team will still need to navigate the challenges ahead. The burden now shifts to his side to fight for the release of specific pieces of evidence, meaning that this legal battle is far from over. The big question is, can Blake Lively recover? With her credibility in question, her legal case weakened, and the PR team seemingly walking away, and her PR team has walked away. The stakes for Blake Lively have never been higher. The entertainment industry has seen many celebrity scandals, but rarely one with so many layers of secrecy, conflicting narratives, and behind-the-scenes maneuvering. Could this be the beginning of the end for Lively's A-list career? And how far will she and her team go to prevent further exposure? Oh, okay. Well, that was a lot. I don't even think I could take a deep enough breath to read some of that. You guys, I bring these to you because for entertainment purposes only. I don't think we would ever be invested in something so superficial as a Hollywood scandal. But I do find the facts, especially being from Hollywood, I do find all the facts of these cases and the legal aspect, me being a legal eagle and a law nerd, super interesting. And I just wanted to share these things with you guys. I'm not a part of the Diddy-verse. I'm not a part of the Lively-verse or the Jay-Z-verse. I strictly will only comment when there's legal stuff happening. But, if they got in a fight at a bar or, anything like that, I'm not going to comment on it. Having said that, I do want to just take a look at this quick little video about Jennifer Garner.
Well, the Hollywood tea is scalding hot today. Jennifer Garner has finally had enough of Blake Lively's innocent act and is calling her out for what she really is, a serial home wreck.
I must say, too, this is exactly the opposite of what I just said, but I did want to play this because this I am kind of interested in.
That's right. America's sweetheart Jen Garner has receipts about Blake stealing Ben Affleck from her, and she's not the only one with stories to tell. People like Scarlett Johansson and Kate Middleton also chimed in, and it seems like everyone in Hollywood has a Blake Lively problem. So grab your popcorn because we're spilling all the tea today. Let's start with the biggest bombshell. Jennifer Garner has been holding on to some serious serious resentment toward Blake Lively for years, and it all goes back to 2010 when Blake starred alongside Ben Affleck in The Town. At the time, Jennifer and Ben were supposed to be happily married with 3 kids. They were one of Hollywood's power couples, coming up on their 5th wedding anniversary. But behind that picture-perfect facade, things were already getting super messy when Ben Affleck cast 23-year-old Blake Lively to play his love interest in The Town, which he was also directing. Jennifer was immediately suspicious. I mean, can you blame her? Ben was 38 at the time, a whole 15 years older than Blake, and he specifically wrote multiple intense makeout scenes between their characters. And the chemistry between Blake and Ben wasn't just on camera either. During the media tour for The Town, people in the press actually noticed they were flirting intensely during interviews. Yikes. And it gets worse. Right around this same time, Blake suddenly split with her longtime Gossip Girl boyfriend, Penn Badgley. Coincidence? I think not. What makes this extra shady is that Ben and Jen had already been through the cheating rumors once before. Back in 2003, when Ben was engaged to Jennifer Lopez when he met Jennifer Garner on the set of Daredevil. Within months, both Ben and Jen were suddenly single and dating each other. As the saying goes, how you get him is how you lose him.
That's right.
Now, sources close to Jennifer Garner say she was livid about the situation with Blake, but tried to keep things together for their family. But the evidence was piling up that something inappropriate was happening between Ben and Blake. The biggest confirmation came in 2014 when Ben was offered a movie with Ryan Reynolds. Jennifer Garner straight up forbade Ben from taking the role because she knew she'd have to interact with Blake Lively at events. As one source revealed at the time, Jennifer Garner forbid Ben Affleck from working with the film on Ryan is because she knew she'd have to interact with Blake Lively again after their affair. That's not just being petty, that's a woman who has a very serious reason to keep her husband away from another woman. And while Blake ultimately moved on to Leonardo DiCaprio and later Ryan Reynolds, the damage to Ben and Jen's marriage was already done. The trust was broken, and Ben spiraled into more inappropriate behavior, eventually cheating with their children's nanny before their divorce in 2018. Even now, years later, Jennifer Garner avoids being anywhere near Blake Lively. When Jennifer worked with Ryan Reynolds on The Adam Project and later reprised her role as Elektra in Deadpool and Wolverine, people noticed she never did any press or appearances with Blake. The hatred runs that deep, y'all. But Jennifer Garner isn't the only A-lister who has a bone to pick with Blake Lively. If you thought the Ben Affleck situation was messy, wait till you hear about what went down with Scarlett Johansson.
Well, we all know about that. I just wanted to see the Jennifer Garner stuff. Yeah, but Ben's been cheating on her forever, not just with Blake. So I mean, with J-Lo, he with everybody. So he's a scoundrel, He's a scoundrel. Sam, an echo. You guys are saying there's an echo. Is there an echo when I'm playing the stuff? Comment. You have an echo. Okay. Is the echo gone now? Okay, yeah, I'll fix that. I know exactly how to fix that. But yeah, we'll worry about it again. I'll have it fixed for tomorrow. I won't be playing any more clips anyway. I did have a clip about Prince Harry, but I'll just read the story and my commentary on that when we get to it. Let's get to some questions and comments. I've seen a few. I got to mark a few. Oh, cool. Shadow Man sent a $10 sticker. Thank you so much. Or Shadow Woman, I'm sorry. Thank you so much, Shadow Woman, for the $10 sticker. It's greatly appreciated. And Russ Allen sent a $10 super chat. Love and respect to you and the family, brother. Thank you so much. We are doing awesome. Everything is awesome. And thank you guys so much for the super chat and super sticker. They're greatly appreciated. Comments. I need help with mine, please. 924. With your microphone? I'm guessing it's microphone. Yeah, I can help you with that. We'll do a Zoom call or something. 924. And John is on. Question: Sam, is Dee at your home? No, she is not. Did she brought my T-shirt? I have no idea. I'll text you about it. We can text about it. No, Dee is going to be in Great Falls, Montana. That's about 4 hours from here. And the girls are going to go up to see her on Thursday. I might go up If I do, I am going to bring all my equipment and I'll just do the lives from a hotel or something. To be honest, I'm not really trying to go because it's just going to be the girls hanging out and catching up and crying and hugging and doing all the girly things, which I'm not adverse to, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I love Dee to death. She is one of my wife's greatest friends, and I just like to let them have that time together. But I'm sure Mariana's going to drag me anyway, so I'll probably end up going. Yeah, I'll probably end up going, but that's fine. Great Falls is cool, kind of. What I do like about Great Falls is that it's where all the silos are. So like if there was ever going to be a nuclear war, like say back in the old days, I say the old days, it was, in my 20s or even before that, the Cold War, when, there was talk of, nuclear destruction, World War III. If there was ever going to be a nuclear war, Great Falls, I almost can guarantee would be one of the first towns to go in our country, because we have so many nuclear warheads there to be launched if we ever did have a nuclear war. It seems so weird to even say nuclear war in this day and age, because remember back in the day, that's all we ever talked about was nuclear war. So yeah, it seems kind of weird to even say it. Hey, love it. How are you doing today? Handful, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Ann Hummingbird, so good to see you. And ASAP Lizzie, I'm glad you're here, ASAP, and thank you for being a member. The dance scene was recorded, right? What dance scene? It must be something I played. I missed it, or maybe you guys are talking about something in the chat. Vicky Cat, it's good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I love the intro also. The song is great. The video, that's a real quick thrown together thing, and I need to find time to get to the video intro I'm working on. It's super epic, but I still have some more effects to add to it. I can't wait. I love Tommy to death, but he has not reached out. I figure he's dealing with thoughts, so I choose to back up his back if he gets things figured. Woofy. Glad you're with the Sam fam. Yeah, me too. Thanks. Woofy says, Ann, glad you're with the Sam fam. And we don't have to be separate families. I would love to be all just one family, but for now we kind of are all our little separate fams. The creators are, but the viewers, you guys can go anywhere and everywhere you want. I would never say, "Oh, I seen you over on a Reese thing." That would be stupid of me. We want to see everyone get better and support. Where support needs to be had. Right? That's the way I look at it. James Collins, good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here. I don't know, bro. He may be too busy. Man, I sure feel busy. I went to go get flooring for the tattoo shop yesterday, and the Restore is closed on Mondays. And for me to take that allotted time to go do that was like big, and now I had to reschedule things today. Like I gave up a tattoo yesterday to that, so I had to reschedule today, but he's from Wyoming, so he's going to drive back today. So I missed out on that to go do the flooring on a day that I couldn't go get the flooring. It looks like the Lori Daybell, they're having a pre-trial hearing today. We might want to check that out. Let's go over there. We're probably going to get a little bit of an echo because I haven't fixed that. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can fix it this way. We'll just temporarily fix it. Let's see if this is a good temporary fix. We're going to check out the Lori Daybell pretrial thing real quick. We are going to follow this trial closely. Let's see what they're talking about. Hey, Majesty, I'm glad you're here today. Yeah, I could do that. I did turn on echo cancellation through StreamYard, and we'll see if that works. Thank you for the tip. If it continues, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
That's fine. He'll be on.
Hummingbird says you want to name her son Sam.
Thank you.
I do have a love of my name. While we're waiting, I'll tell a quick story. I told my dad when I was like 4 years old, he had a friend named Tony, and I really liked his friend Tony. I thought he was cool. And I told my dad we were driving in the truck. I really hurt his feelings because his name is Sam, my dad's name. And I said, Dad, is it possible? Can I change my name to Tony, which was his friend's name? And it really hurt his feelings. The look on his face, like I remember it to this day. And I was like 9 years old when I said it. But I remember the look on his face to this day. And it really bummed me out.
All right, please be seated.
All right, here we go.
This is State of Arizona versus Lori Daybell, CR 2021-001704.
Your Honor, for the record, this Trini on behalf of the state, and for the record, the next of kin and the victim in the 2022 matter are appearing virtually.
All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pamela Hicks and Robert Abernathy as advisory counsel for Ms. Daybell.
Go ahead and announce.
Lori Daybell.
All right, thank you. My courtroom assistant said there's some issue with advisory counsel at the table.
I apologize, Your Honor, I didn't think about.
So Lori's pro se. That's advisory counsel at her
I was
table.
going to ask if I could have my investigator up here at the table, because if I needed to ask him something, then I need him available.
Yeah, any side can designate an investigator to sit with them through the trial and through court proceedings.
She's an idiot for going.
You can have, if you can fit 3 chairs there, that's fine.
Maybe
Otherwise,
harsh.
advisory counsel could scoot her chair behind, whatever you think is logistically easier.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I just received word literally 2 minutes ago that we will be using Judge Kemp's courtroom, and we can use it for the entire first trial, which is in the South Court Tower, which will give us more space as needed.
Feisty Irish, good to see you.
Have the parties, I had my staff drop off the proposed questionnaire on your table.
Shannon Trim, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in.
I know you just got it this morning. You may need some time to read through it. That's my proposed questionnaire. Obviously, there's maybe a lot more questions that either side would like to ask the potential jurors in follow-up. So this is not limiting what would be asked ultimately to the jurors. In addition to this, the questions in this questionnaire, when the potential jurors come in, I always go over the burden of proof. I go over credibility of witnesses in a little more detail, especially as it pertains to how people perceive officer testimony, and some other areas I'll highlight. So I intend on asking more than just what's in this questionnaire, but this questionnaire is intended to get through some of the bigger issues such as pretrial publicity or opinions people may have had or exposure to the case people may have had, and then it has the questions where we may lose additional jurors on the trial schedule, and then victims of crime, views about police officer, and then if they've been charged or a close family member has been charged with a criminal offense, and to explain that. Any comments from the state?
Judge, in terms of publicity, I think my concern would be that when the jurors come in here and start hearing about the case or hearing testimony about the case, they'll hear the names Tylee and JJ, which obviously were more, there was more publicity about those than about Charles Vallow. And so I think if we really want to ensure that the jury is unbiased and has had no pretrial publicity with regards to the defendant, we're going to have to question them as to their knowledge of her other convictions out of Idaho. That was something that was just incredibly all over the media.
I agree, but I think that may happen in individual voir dire. This initial questionnaire, if they recognize the name Vallow or Daybell and they've been exposed to something in the media about it, they should tell us about what they know about it and about whether they know about that other case and whether they know about anything that happened to it, about it. So I anticipate losing a number of jurors just based on that. But I agree with you. Some may say they've been exposed to it, but it wouldn't affect their ability to be fair. And in individual voir dire, we can explore those options. I don't want to necessarily taint the whole pool by saying, hey, she's got these convictions in this other state.
And Your Honor, I don't propose we talk about the convictions, but we will hear the names JJ and Tylee in this trial. So that's my concern, is if we don't raise those names, whether or not we put them in the list as people that they may hear.
What I could do is on question 15, where it lists out my name, the court staff, I need to include your name, the attorney's names, the advisory council's names in there. I'll add those. But at the bottom where it says other potential witnesses, I could do a third or another category that says other people that may be referenced but are not going to testify unless those names. That's fine. Is there any in addition to those two?
That would be the only for that. I think the other issue is, of course, the defendant's supplemental 15.2 names.
When was that filed? I haven't seen it.
So they're talking about not tainting the jury, talking about her children that she unalived and has been found guilty of. At this point, does it really matter? I mean, everybody's heard of it. Well, I guess I shouldn't say everybody. I bet you my dad hasn't heard about it. I bet you my stepmom hasn't heard about it. I bet you there's a bunch of people I know that probably don't know the details of Lori Vallow. But in that community specifically, I'm sure everybody has heard about it. So that's the unless they moved, I can't remember the name for that. But if they change venues of the trial, they might be able to find some people that haven't heard about it. So they're going to have to just take people's word for it that when they say, because they're going to have a voir dire and then they're going to have a personal voir dire where the lawyers get to talk to each potential juror by themselves. And so they will ask them questions, and, they're going to have to just accept if someone says, look, I know everything. I know that the kids and I know about her previous convictions, but it won't affect my, it won't, I won't be biased, with the, any of the facts and testimony I get. They're just going to have to accept that, at some point, unless they move the trial somewhere else, which I don't think they would ever do. It's the victim's right to have the trial in their community. It's a whole, these are laws that have been put into place, way back in the 1800s and the late 1700s when they started making laws for the states. And, people want justice, and they have the right to get justice of where they live and in their community. Especially back then when the communities were so small and tight knit, where everybody knew each other and nobody bathed. You know what I mean? It was a different time. Could you imagine not having a dentist, not bathing consistently? I don't even know how we even procreated. I really don't.
I filed actually 2 motions to preclude them all and emailed them to your court Sunday.
Okay, maybe that's in my folder that's on my desk. Before we,
Defense filed that on the 12th of March.
okay, before we get to that, let me ask the defendant. Other comments on the proposed questionnaire and the information that we're going to put in there?
I think it's
What's that?
pretty clear.
Okay, do you have any objection to listing Tylee and JJ because they will be mentioned?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look.
So funny. She just doesn't really care. I don't think she ever cared about
Let me ask the state.
those kids. It's just, that
You
is evil.
have 21 witnesses listed. I need to look at the defense witnesses that were listed.
She just shows no
And we're
emotion.
After jury selection, I recognize jury selection could take longer than the initial week that I've set forth, but from April 7th to May 15th, the current screening, that is 20 full days of trial and 2 half days, so essentially 21 days of trial.
We're supposed to be getting more testimony today with the Jason Levesque trial. It's just going to be the same old redundant testimony. I don't think there's going to be any gotcha moments. I think it is what it is. It's been stated. It's been shown. The facts are what happened on that videotape. They just need to figure out who's more credible when it comes down to did the guy Kyle, the victim, tell the defendant, I'm gonna unalive you and your family. At first I would have said there's no way he said that. Why? There's no reason to say that over a pile of snow. But when you see that the way he got in his face and was all puffed up, trying to instigate something, you just never know what the guy said. He could be a hothead,
Do you really think we need to screen that far out? I know you're being overly cautious.
I think, especially given that I'm not positive we'll pick a jury in that first week, I think we should, Your Honor.
All right. Defense have any comment on how we're screened through May 15th?
I think it's plenty of time, Your Honor, myself.
All right, let's deal with a couple things. First, I've received the notice of compliance. That was when the defendant requested the Gilbert video. Does that apply to the second case or this case?
Your Honor, it's an incident that occurred in January. It's not really, it was disclosed because it is mentioned in the DR. The defense had filed a motion for the state to disclose that, and then had brought up again on the 11th that the state had not disclosed it, that there was some YouTube video of that. I have looked for said YouTube video. I have gone through the police report. I don't know what video she's discussing, but we're not aware of any video that hasn't been disclosed. So I'm just providing notice that disclosure is complete as to that police report that is peripherally relevant.
All right. Any comment on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Sherry.
Is the state proposing that there is no video, or that they don't have to give it to me because it's not attached to that DR number?
Horrible.
I think
We
what
love
she
you.
said
We
was she's not aware of what video
Sorry for your
you
loss.
referenced. So as far as her knowledge, she doesn't have it and doesn't know about it.
So I should go directly to Gilbert Police Department to get it?
Well, last time you were in court, you said your investigator or someone told you about it,
A mitigator
a mitigator.
showed it to me.
If they have that link, why don't they just send it to the state, and that may help the state determine if that's something they've already disclosed?
I will tell you why they won't, because that is my former team, and they will not do anything to help my investigator, my paralegal. They won't give us any information that they found. They won't talk to us at all because apparently there was a conflict. So they will not help us. They will not send us anything. They will not email us anything. They will not answer anything that we ask them to. So that has been the response from my former defense team. That's where we are.
All right. Do you know, and maybe your advisory councils can speak to this, did they turn over a file to you, or did you have to start from scratch?
No, from what I understand, all they turned over was the 22 terabyte hard drive, and that is it. They didn't turn on any notes, any work product, nothing that they had done to that point.
All right. I can't stand her voice. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, her voice is awful. And man, just think she used to be a speaker. Like she went and spoke about things. Yeah, crazy. Kim, hey, how's it going? I'm glad you're here today. It's so good to see you. Yeah, I planned on following this case, but I don't know if I can handle her voice. It really bothers me. Also Sherry's comment, like I don't want to. I'd rather us talk about other things and have us all here than watch some trial of some evil woman that didn't care about her kids or her family or her husbands or anybody. So I'll make a decision if we're going to continue to follow that. I didn't think her voice was going to affect me like that. It's just awful. Hey, TX Kit Kat, how's it going? Thanks for being here today. I'm just going backwards to see if there's any comments and questions I missed. Meredith, so good to see you today. Thank you so much for being here. Shannon, so good to see you. Man, I have a really good birthday sound effect that I'm not able to use because I couldn't get it turned up, but I'll have it by tomorrow. Cool. Let's talk about Harry a little bit. So yeah, Harry's been in the news the past couple of days. So this is out of Washington, D.C. In a developing legal battle, a U.S. federal judge has ordered the Department of Homeland Security to release redacted versions of Prince Harry's visa application documents by Tuesday. The ruling issued by Judge Carl Nichols comes in response to a Freedom of Information Act request filed by the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank questioning the Duke of Sussex legal admission into the United States. First of all, let me just say, the United States will never take away his visa. They just will not do it. It would be in bad form. You got to remember, he is the son of Princess Diana and King Charles. So that they're not going to take away his visa, but people want to say, I'll read the whole story. The controversy stems from Prince Harry's candid admissions in his memoir Spare, where he detailed past drug use, including cocaine, marijuana, and psychedelic mushrooms. Immigration experts, however, caution that previous drug use alone is not necessarily grounds. It's not even close to being grounds for a visa denial or revocation, as long as the individual has no criminal convictions, which obviously he doesn't. Prince Harry notably has no such record. Despite legal experts downplaying the possibility of deportation, speculation has surged, with some critics suggesting this could lead to Harry's removal from the U.S. The discussion has ignited debate in the media, particularly in the UK, where some outlets have seized on the story with claims that Prince Harry may be forced to return home. That's wishful thinking. However, no official action has been taken beyond the release of documents, and there is no indication that the Biden administration or U.S. immigration or the Trump administration authorities are considering deportation proceedings against the prince, meaning the Biden administration from before. Former President Donald Trump, a vocal critic of Harry and Meghan, recently commented on the matter, stating that he would leave him alone. And he did a little side comment. He did say, I'll leave him alone. He's got enough to deal with at home with his wife. Kind of a little dig at Meghan. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Buckingham Palace has remained silent on the matter. Some royal commentators believe the British monarchy would not support any effort that could see Prince Harry forcibly removed from the U.S., given the potential diplomatic and public relations consequences. So what's coming up? There's a hearing coming up, and I will predict that it is going to go nowhere. Release expected to fuel further media frenzy, especially in light of Prince Harry's recent legal victory against the British tabloid The Sun. In a phone hacking lawsuit, royal watchers anticipate that the British press will leverage the immigration story to counteract the positive coverage surrounding his legal win. The legal win was a little bit ago. Reporting live. But yeah, so it's just come up again. It's not going to happen. I promise. And that's all I got to say about that. That was for my UK viewers. I have way more than I thought, and I just think that's awesome. I wish I could go to the UK, but hey, Kim, what's going on? How are you doing today? It's so good to see you. I love your avatar. Is your new avatar? Is that a Cheeto? I think it's a Cheeto. Shelda, see, is there anyone new here? Karma Chameleon, how are you doing today? It's so good to see you. So glad you're here. Russ, I did see your request. We can do that another day. I'm not staying for too much longer today because I need to get out and do some things. And Hummingbird, we did lose a sense of smell. Lori does care about Lori. She's a POS, man. But I think that's about it, guys. I know we're going to cut the show down a little early today. Unless there's anything anybody wants to talk about, I'm more than happy to I love you too, Russ. I will talk to you anytime. That's what Canada thinks of Trump. I know Canada really doesn't like Trump, huh? I don't blame them at all. I know some of it, but like I know even before they really didn't like Trump, like on his first term. And I would love to know, because I haven't been up to Canada. I used to go up to Canada all the time. But that was the late 80s and early 90s. We had a sailboat up there on Main Island, just outside of Victoria. And but it's no longer there, and we just don't go up there. And and I did a big prison bit. It's just not a thing I do anymore, and I don't even think I would be allowed to. I'd probably, if I could get through without them really checking, I might be able to do it. Kim says, "What do you think about Diddy, Kanye, and North?" I almost did that story today. I don't know enough about what's going on right now to comment on it. I could find some stuff and we could watch it and form an opinion as we go. Let's try that. And then I want to get. I forgot. I do want to watch a little bit of Mrs. Brown. It is super good. Let me see what I can find. Let me see what I can find. See if I can form a quick opinion. I seen like 4 things on it too, and I was gonna. Here, we can watch this, and it's real short, and so we'll take a look at this. Thanks, Kim, for the question. It gives us something to sink our teeth into.
Man, I appreciate you. Bird up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me.
Kanye West drops a new song and it features his daughter Northwest and Sean Diddy Combs. On March 15th, the rapper shares to X, formerly Twitter, a new song titled Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine, which he states is a song by Puff Daddy, which is another name for Sean Combs, and also features Combs' son King, Kanye's daughter North, and new Yeezy artist Chicago Jasmine Williams. The song starts out with what appears to be a voice recording of Combs speaking to Kanye on the phone.
Thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. And ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody, you know what I'm saying? That meant so much, you know what I'm saying, that you reached out to them and took them under your wing while I'm in this spot. Man, I appreciate you. Bird up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me. Even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the love, man.
As for North's part, she can be heard later in the song rapping.
Doing everything I wanted, that's the key to life. When you see me shining, then you see the light. Running through the jungle like a cheetah ride. Surrounded by fake friends I don't even like. When you see me shining, then you see the light. When you see me shining, then you see the light. Everything they wrote, it ain't even right. Okay, good night.
In addition to the song, Kanye shared now deleted screenshots of a conversation he had with ex-wife Kim Kardashian, where he threatened to go to, quote, war after she attempted to halt the song's release when sharing she had North's name trademarked. According to TMZ, the text conversation starts with Kanye saying, quote, I'm never speaking with you again. Kim replies saying, I asked you at the time if I can trademark her name. You said yes. When she's 18, it goes to her. So stop. I sent paperwork over so she wouldn't be in the Diddy song to protect her. One person has to trademark. The outlet reportedly adds that Kim and Kanye agreed to have all their kids' names trademarked when they were born. To which Kanye responds, amended or I'm going to war. Neither of us will recover from the public fallout. You're going to have to kill me. E! News has reached out to both Kim and Kanye's reps for comment, but has not yet heard back.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. I mean, he's just not gonna. He's just doubling down on his support for Diddy. The only thing I have to say about that is that he's lost his mind. He's lost his mind, and I mean, I'm sure it feels good for Diddy to have at least one person out there that's it's going to show some. You even heard him say it. You know, no one has reached out, no one has called. No one can call him, but I don't even know why he said that. And that could possibly be AI also. It'd be real easy to do an AI phone call. You know, create that voice, and then change it to a voice sounded like it was on a phone call. Trust me, I know how easy it is. So who knows? But what do if I play devil's advocate, at least he has someone there to like maybe not give him hope, but not, to keep him from, that one simple conversation that he possibly might have had with Kanye, could be something that would keep him from unaliving himself. At least he's got, that support. I don't think he should have any support. If the facts are true, you remember these are all still alleged charges, but the facts keep mounting up, and the witnesses keep turning and talking, and they keep doing superseding indictments on the case, and it just looks all bad. And at first I would have said Kanye's just doing all this for publicity. And I think that is a little bit of it. Kanye just wants to be oppositional to the rest of the world. And it probably is a little bit of that. But I just truly feels like, he feels like, Diddy doesn't have anybody in there, and he's going to do it. But, he is releasing a song with his daughter's name. It can't be for money. It can't be for money. Kanye is just too rich. He's too rich. It's in the hundreds of billions is how much Kanye is worth. So that's why, like, when he does all this, he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. So yeah, it's for control. That very well could be, Kim. That very well could be. Yes, it was a big F you to Kim. Absolutely. And maybe it's a little bit of everything all put together. Absolutely. I didn't even think about the big F you to Kim, even though we just seen those text messages between the two of them. It most likely is just a big F you to Kim. What is my other skipper? Sorry, guys. I'm just like reading your guys' conversation. But yeah, I've tried to get into your guys' conversation. It's it's a lot. I'd have to go way far back up. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any questions. Tam Louis asks, is there any more on TD Jakes? Nothing at all. I don't know how he does it. I think there could be a video of him having S with, 10, guys, and, and that would be on him. He's a grown man. If they're all consenting, then no worries, mate. You know what I mean? But the allegations are that he abused underage men. And so I don't know, but yeah, there's nothing more of it. I'm sure when some court dates come up, it'll peek its ugly head up again, and we'll hear some more about it. And I'll definitely talk about it when it does, because that's something that I've tried to, with my documentary, tried to be outspoken on, just because of the abuse on the young men. Sometimes it doesn't get a lot of attention. I think it all should get equal attention. And I'm not saying that because it's mostly women that we hear these stories about, that it's unfair. Not at all. not even a little bit. I'm the father of daughters, but I'm also a man, and if that had happened to me, I would want justice. Absolutely, 100%. So I guess, guys, we're just gonna cut it a little bit early today. Thank you so much. Wait, we got a comment here. Comment: trying to understand how I'm feeling about my maternal grandfather's death. He wasn't the greatest. He was cruel to his daughters. My mom told me when I was an adult. Now I'm not sure how I feel. Yeah, that's got to be hard, Jamie. About my he was crazy. Yeah, when you hear something like that about your grandpa, especially, I'm sure you probably loved your grandpa. And when grandpas are older, they're a lot nicer. I heard my dad all the time say, I wish I had this this dad, about his dad, the way that my grandpa treated me and had me on his lap, teaching me how to whittle a piece of wood with a little pocket knife on a porch swing in Tennessee. My dad used to be like, yeah, man, I wish I had that dad. My dad had a lot of issues in his life with both his parents. My dad came from a different time, but my dad, he never questioned his sexuality, but he did like cross-dressing and things like that. And that's why my parents got divorced. And I've talked to him about, talking about it, and he doesn't have a problem with it. He's like, nobody knows who I am. So he was super cool about it. And I've talked about it in my testimony because it affected me at a young age when my parents got divorced, and I didn't know why. I thought we were all happy. I thought we were one big happy family. And, but because of my dad's cross-dressing, my mom couldn't deal with it. She was, a little, I don't want to say homophobic, but I think she is, but I don't want to put that jacket on her, just because of that. She didn't want her husband dressing in women's clothing. It's simple as that. So I don't want to say homophobic just because of that, but there's been some other things. But, my brother came out, my brother Michael, he came out of the closet when he was a teen, but we all knew before that. And my mom was totally accepting of that. But, I had a drag queen friend that I brought over one time, and my mom was completely rude to him. And he doesn't say he's transgender or anything, so I can call him him. He's a gay man who used to like to, what do you call it? Perform. Yeah. We'll just say performing in drag. But he did it a lot. He was more in drag at one point than he was as a boy. And I just mean like as a man in his 20s. So, yeah, but she was really rude to him. And I was like, dang, Mom, are you like homophobic? But, when I think about the other things about her, then she wasn't. But anyways, I'm kind of babbling right now. Let me see if I have any other questions or comments. Hey, Danette, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. We are a unique, loving family. I think we've kind of got the little bit of the best of a little bit of everybody that came over from the other channels that I was friends with. I consider I'm still friends with, hopefully. But some things came out that weren't very nice to me. So I think I have a right to be a little upset, but doesn't mean I still don't have love for either one. Yeah, I heard that too. But I didn't know why. I seen the story about it, but I didn't know about the North situation. It didn't say anything about it in the headline that I had read. Angie needs hugs, everybody. Can we get hugs for Angie? I don't know why. I just seen someone sending hugs to Angie, to Angie Mo. We love Angie so much. I wish she was here a little more. I'm not saying that like, I feel like you're doing anything bad. Just wish you were here a little bit more. My other keeper says, question, did you see my previous comments regarding tonight's show? No, I did not. I'm sorry, my other keeper. I did not see it. Tonight's show. What's tonight's show? Dang it. If I had a browser open, I could see your chat history and go find it. I'm going to see if I can find it. That was my daughter's experience. I didn't know him, so his death really meant nothing to them. That's fine. Looking, Jennifer. My copious of dad filed the years that it was still remember. I'm looking, my other's keeper. Sorry, I missed it. Here we go. Stan, you still on my show tonight? Give me a shout. Yeah, I'll be on your show tonight. Absolutely. If it's something I agree to, then yes, absolutely. I will be on your show tonight. If we talked about an email, I think I'm not sure on who, on what your name is, your real name. You don't have to give it out in the chat. I'll just go to my emails when I close out the show. But yeah, I would love to be on your show, and we can do it tonight. Tonight is a. I'm sure I had it planned, and I just. I'm not trying to save face. You know me. I think out loud. I gotta stop doing that. It would be lovely to be on your show tonight. So let's do it. Of course. Thank you for being on the show today, Lorraine, so much. I appreciate it. Love your wife also. Beautiful people. She is, man. Like I've said before, we came close to breaking up and to getting a divorce. I mean, like pretty close. And luckily we saved it just in time. And I got to fall in love with her all over again. It's because she is a genuinely beautiful person. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. I do not know I am not going to show that comment, John, because I do not know what you're talking about. That's so funny. Did you guys see my viewers from the UK? You probably didn't see that I showed a little bit of Mrs. Brown's Boys. Let's watch a little bit of that. I wouldn't call it a palate cleanser because it's a little I'll start where I left off though earlier. Watch, this is a crazy show.
God, Mammy, you're well able for them.
I've no feckin' time for
I'm gonna
them.
grab a water real quick.
I had one of them on 2 weeks ago. He said, if you come down to the corner, I'll show you me Willie. Dirty bastard. Never feckin' turned up.
Mammy, love, she's not well. Now, I put her to bed, but you need to check on her later, love, okay? Thanks, Winnie. Thanks. I'll walk you out. Well, there you go, then. We won't be seeing Mammy tonight.
Has she mentioned if she'll let me study her at all?
No.
Oh, right.
The BBC will probably make me cut these segments out, but that's okay. It's fun for us to watch
Professor!
live.
Kathy, really, you can drop the professor, unless, of course, we're in college.
Mammy's not as fascinating as you think she is. At the end of the day, she's really just an ordinary mother.
Lorraine Crawford has been sober for nearly 18 years. Good job. Good effing job. My goat, I usually have a goat that screams and he doesn't have, his batteries are dead. But good job, man. That is, you went through it. You went through it all. The 5-year itch, the 3-year itch. I already know you went through it all. And maybe a couple more after that. Yeah, there's yeah, good job. Good job. We definitely believe that, well, I don't know what I was going to say about that. I was just going to say good job. I was, I don't know. I just don't want to get into the, which way is better to stay sober, completely sober, a little bit sober, using some things, like my old co-host does and did. And I just, for me, I have to stay sober. I'm an alcoholic and a heroin addict. And if I start drinking, I'm going to start doing heroin. So I have to stay clean. I just have to. The risk is too high, and my cliff is too high to jump off of. I was a chronic relapser. I've talked about that in my story. I was a chronic relapser. Oops, I didn't mean to get rid of that. Yeah, and my cliff was just too high to jump off of, and thank God I wouldn't have been able to build that cliff if I hadn't stayed clean and sober. So, but it was touch and go there for a little bit. I really, really wanted to start drinking again, and I'm just so glad I didn't. I really am. I wouldn't be here today if I had. That's for sure. All right, guys. Well, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We almost made it to the 2-hour mark, or to the 1.5 hour mark. Thank you guys for smashing that like button. Thank you so much for being here today. I'll have a more of a show tomorrow put together. I'll have this thing going so we can have little effects and things, and the things that make the show better. For real, I would like to be at a counter where I'm sitting up and I don't have to have this PC in front of me, where I can just be, talking. But that's all coming. I got some plans on how to do that. Tam Louie has a question real quick. Sam, what is the skull behind you on the shelf? So I have a bunch of skulls over there. I have one that has like an Indian headdress. I have a bunch over here too. I have this skeleton. I have a bunch on my desk that's doing like yoga and meditating. I have a bunch of like shot glasses and old ashtrays that are skulls. I wouldn't say I'm like I'm a fan of the skull, but as a tattoo artist, people always gift me skulls. So these are all just have been gifts. But it's funny. Yeah. I have some that are carved out of ivory. I mean, this thing is like ivory, and another little one that I put in it. I have another one that's carved out of that. It's got some daisies on it. I have this really cool one. I'll show you guys all my. This one is made out of nuts and bolts and screws and like little things. Isn't that cool? Someone made me that one. This one is a Ouija board. And I got a matching etched glass mirror with the Ouija board too. I don't keep that at the house because lightweight freaks me out. And then I have this like geometrical skull. I just have they're all over the place. Inside here, I have one where one of my customers. I mean, I could go get it. It's in the other room. I haven't put up the shelving in here to put them up yet. Yeah, I'll go get it. Oh, I don't know what my wife did with it, but it's out there somewhere. Have I ever heard of Tom McDonald? Yes, I have. I'm a huge Tom McDonald fan. Pretty recent, though, became a Tom McDonald fan. He has this song. It's not like on any CD, or it's only on a CD that he gave out at his shows, and it's called Faith or Prayer or something like that. It's super good, and it made me fall in love with him. But yeah, I love that. Comment, church is amazing. Yes, it is. I go 3 times a week. I really do. I love church. I love my Bible studies. I go to church twice and a Bible study, and usually I have a men's group too that I go to, but I don't push it on anyone. But I do try to let people know that the resurrection is real, and the Holy Spirit is real. It's real. My desires have changed the moment I gave myself over to God. What is this? He sings a song called Church, and I pray when I wake to that liquor store will lock the door. It is so real because alcohol is so easily attainable, unlike others. It is a beautiful song. Yes, it is. It is a beautiful, beautiful song. But you were telling me Church, the song is amazing, and I just went in to tell you how much I love Church. Well, it's, hey, Ruth, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I try to be, that's for sure. I try to keep it as real as possible. And that should be just 100% real, right? If you can't, a lot of people don't want to hear about church, but I won't hide that I go to church. No way, Jose. I definitely won't hide it. But a lot of people just don't want to hear talk about it. But a lot of people do too. So I just I try to keep it balanced, because this is a good place for me to witness too. And I do have those certain shows where I'll talk about it a little bit more when it comes up. I try to find opportunities to pivot those conversations. But I'm also a firm believer in reincarnation. So I kind of lose some Christians. And that's okay. They don't have to believe that with me. But it's real. Reincarnation is real. Jamie Palmer says, I have a weird story. We were at a wake for the former pastor's wife, and one of my dad's church friends said I should go to church more. I get what she was saying, but it was a weird place to say that. Yeah. Something bigger than ourselves. That's right. Man, that moved pretty quick. Boy, that the chat really picked up when we started talking about this. That's awesome. Talking about I will come on as a guest when we will talk spirituality and religion. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Glitter Ellen Gomez says, something bigger than ourselves is something that keeps us sober. Sam, we all have to believe in something bigger than ourselves, even if it's a chair or God. Yep. And like I've said before, I used to tell my guys, like, look, if you can't believe in God, that's fine. But can you believe in the possibility? You don't even have to have a higher power yet. But can you just believe in a possibility that there's something bigger? And no one can say no to that. And once you start living that way, it's possible that something bigger, you're able to let that something bigger in to show you proof that there is something bigger. But I battle with my guys all the time that just cannot believe in God, and I can tell you about 80% of them find some form of God that they can understand. And it's amazing. It blows me away every single time. Hey, Laura May, it's good to see you in the chat. Yeah, how can something as beautiful as Earth and all its glory without a creator? And some people will say the exact opposite. How could someone create something so perfect and all intertwined? You know what I mean? And to those people, I say, you've missed the point. You've missed the point, right? Okay, guys. For the third time, and I don't mind staying. Like I'll stay another 2 hours. I just don't have a lot more to talk about today. Angie Mo comment. Trying one more time, Sammy. Look for my super chat, please. Yes, I will right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Angie. I got it. Here's to Port Springs in Tennessee. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. My dad is from, and my grandparents are from Dyersburg, Tennessee. And I used to go there in the summer as a kid. And, but see, my grandparents didn't like my mom. My mom was Mexican and they really didn't like her. And they used to call her the N-word and, all the things. My grandparents, God bless them, they were pretty racist. But this is way, way back when, and I think that's why my dad had a lot of issues with his parents, but they got older and, a little softer, but not my grandma. Her name was Mamie. Grandma Mamie was, she was as racist as you could get. And it was ugly, but it never. And my dad didn't have a racist bone in his body, man. He was a factory worker. All his friends were all different races, and I had a great time growing up. Never seen one little bit of racism in my house growing up as a kid until I went to my grandparents' house. And but they kept it under wraps with us. I think my dad had a talk with them when I was a kid. But I sure love Dyersburg. It's pretty close to Memphis. Pretty close to Memphis. And so sorry I did not see your super sticker when it came along. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I really do. All right. I wonder, are you from Eastern or Western Tennessee? You don't have to say. You don't have to say where exactly, Angie Mo. The exact town. But are you from Western or Eastern? Yeah, Dyersburg is in the country for real. My grandpa was a sharecropper, so he never owned anything. But he worked the fields for the owner and for himself. But yeah, he was a sharecropper. And pigs, they had pigs. Yep. When I was a real little kid, my grandpa used to take me out to the pig trot, whatever they were, pig pens, and he made me this board that I would steer the pigs with, and he painted my name on it, and it just said Sam. And that was my pig steerer, and I would take that thing and I would help him steer the pigs. And I was a real little kid. I'm not like 3 or 4 years old, and or maybe 4 or 5 years old. But I would be out there steering those pigs with him, and man, what a awesome memory. I haven't thought about that forever. So thank you for that, Angie. I really appreciate it. Middle Tennessee. Okay. Oh, you're in Nashville. Man, is Theo Vaughn still in Nashville? Do you know? I know he was living there for a while. I know he was living there for a while. Comment, you know what I like about racists? I get to tell them they're all stupid. That's right. That's funny. Oh, Ruth M. I love that. I love that comment, Ruth. I know you probably didn't want it read, but I would love to visit the States. My ancestors immigrated there. I mean, right? I mean, if you're talking ancestors, you're probably talking about the 1700s. And they're probably, your ancestors were part of founding the country that I love to call home. So that's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah, right. James Collins is funny. Right, Glitterella? Yep. My skateboard even says, stop racism. I've shown it before. And racism. Yes, sir. I should take the bad boy out for a spin today, but it's snowing a little bit. Okay, guys. We're just not freelancing, not free balling. We're just freestyling. We're one of the frees. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Come tomorrow. We're going to have a much better show for you guys tomorrow. Not that this one was bad, not even a little bit. I do want to show some of that red bar tomorrow. The guy that said that, he didn't say he was investigating me, but someone came on. But I guess he has like followers and stuff, like an army of people, and that's what they do. They always say red bars watching or red bars investigating you, which is totally fine, even if they are. But yeah, I just want to show you guys a little bit of what he's about. I'm a fan, so I think you guys will be too. He does super cool content. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. Remember, man, if you can, reach out and try to make someone's life just a little bit better today. Just a little bit better. That, even if you're just saying, hey, man, I really like that shirt. Or, hey, just anything. Even if they're having a great day, try to make it a little bit better. All right. I love you guys. Have a great day.